Today on Box Recap Series Episode 3, we're going to be taking a look at a $1,265 Sole Supremacy beater box. End of intro. Hey, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it. I'm SB Mitch. You can give me a follow on social media. You can subscribe to the channel. You can turn on notifications for the channel too. Or you could do none of those things because it's easier and probably way less annoying. Hi, pals. Today we're going to be breaking down a $1,265 Sole Supremacy beater box that I opened way back in January of 2020, which is this year. It's just a long time ago. This box was from way back when Sole Supremacy only charged $40 for shipping, so that's pretty cool. It contained 9 pairs, 2 of which were SBs, but you'll see why I chose this box after we go through the numbers. There were 3 Adidas in here. So let's travel all the way back to the before times when you could go outside and everything was wonderful. And check out this $1,265 Sole Supremacy beater box. Begin other video. Okay, we got an Ultra Boost box. We have a size 9.5 Ultra Boost M. This looks like the OG Ultra Boost 1.0, whatever. These are worn. There's a lot of drag on the outsole. But there you go. The Ultra Boost OG colorway with the like royal blue purple heel cups. Next up, a size 8. Nike React Element 87. So this is one of the original 2 colorways of the React Element 87. This is the sale colorway. This shoe was, you can take it with a grain of salt, but this shoe was voted the shoe of the year last year by Complex Sneakers, which isn't really saying much, but that's just one of the facts that I know about this shoe. Got a size 8 Kobe 4 Protro, which is a retro of the original Kobe 4. This is the black Del Sol colorway, very Lakers inspired. Oh no, these are Carpe Diem, because it says Carpe Diem right there on the tongue. Next up, we have a size 13 Nike Air Force 270. No, we do not. So this is a collaboration with, I want to say, Shoe Palace on a Nike Warachi. It's the 25th anniversary Warachi Shoe Palace collaboration. They were limited to 500 pairs. Next up, size 8. Nike React Element 55 KL, Kendrick Lamar. It's the React Element 55 collaboration with Kendrick Lamar. It's got this like kinda, I don't even know what that is. Is that like moon craters all over it? Very interesting shoe. Size 8, NMD C1 Trail. Well, there you go. It's trail sole on an NMD like mid, it looks like. First up, we have a size 8.5 Nike Dunk Low Pro Premium DLS. That means De La Soul. This is the 2015, right? Yeah, 2015, kind of retro, I guess you could say, of the De La Soul Dunk. But it was a high when they released it, like 2005 or something. Got a teal box. Nike Dunk High Pro SB in a size 8.5. So this is a release that came out, no one cared about, and then all of a sudden everyone started caring about recently. This is a Nike Dunk High. These are called Cherry Blossom. You can see the Cherry Blossom upper all over the upper. I don't know what these are meant to commemorate. This is something that hasn't happened in a while. I'm saving the last shoe as a 350. We've got a pair of Breads. This outsole looks pristine. There's no drag on the heel whatsoever. I think that box has the largest like value versus cost number of any box I've ever opened. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really research that much, but I mean, you guys know that. Now let's take a look at the numbers in here. This box had an estimated market value of $2,295 at that time, or $1,020 more than I spent on it, for an ROI or return on investment of 80%, which is just unrealistic and just insane. Now, when I get these boxes, I like to set like individual sales goals for each box, and that's based on how easily I think all the shoes will move for as close to their supposed market value. In my experiences, it's a key word here, in my experiences, that is a very difficult thing to achieve when you're dealing with a lot of Adidas in a box, especially when the most expensive shoe in the box is an Adidas as well. Now, even though that size 5 Bread V2 had an estimated market value of $725. I listed them on GOAT for under $700 and even had them on the website for under $600. And they still didn't move. And that pair ended up being the last pair to go. They sold on October 11th. So that means this box took 9 months to get all the way through. But just like every other Adidas I get in, for whatever reason, it just wouldn't sell for anything close to their market value. So 1 went on eBay, 2 went on the website, and 6 pairs sold on GOAT. So a GOAT heavy box. It's much easier in my opinion. Now that everything is gone, we can take a look at the net sales of this box. $1,726.77, which means this box had a net profit of $461.77, or a return on investment of 36.2%, which is almost half of the estimated return. But at the same time, I set my goal for that box at 35%, which is basically $450 in net profit. So this box actually exceeded my expectations, even when it had that high market value. Now let's take a look at why this box may have sold for way less than what it was expected to. Number 1, the Element 87, the Element 55, and the Huarache Run sold for way under market because I got them in the middle of winter, and no one wants to hold on to shoes like that for like 4 or 5 months just to get somewhat close to their market value. So I was more than happy to see them go for under market. Number 2, the De La Soul Dunk Low SB is a shoe from like 2005 or 4 or something like that. Number 3, the Ultra Boost 1.0, those weird NMDs, and the Bread V2s just wouldn't sell for anything close to what they should have sold. And that could be because of my stubbornness, or just be consistent with how they move for me historically. I just have a tough time selling Adidas. The Bread V2s I had listed on GOAT at one time for like 425 bucks. Still no offers, still no bites on it, which is absolutely shocking. Dude, if the person who won them on eBay is watching this, you know how good of condition those are in. Like, those are in super very near dead stock condition. I don't understand how people were not biting those, because I mean, it's a size 5, so I mean, people usually, you know, when they buy smaller sizes, they usually want them to be new. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. I always just like to blame it on Adidas stuff because it's just easier that way for me. So overall, this box did pretty good. It didn't do great. It could have done great, but it did pretty good. And when there's that many Adidas, especially a really expensive Adidas in a box, I'm okay with pretty good. I definitely held on to those Bread Yeezys way longer than anyone should have, but the situation called for it. Because for whatever reason, I simply just can't move Adidas for market value. That's kind of why I poo-poo all over the brand all the time. But it's a brand. Brands don't care about you. Nike SB doesn't give any kind of hoot about me. And Adidas doesn't give a hoot about you if you like Adidas too. That's just how brands work. They get your money at the end of the day. That's all they really care about. But that's a different video for a different time. So this box did okay. Can't really complain about it. This box had some interesting aspects to it, but it was pretty simple. And I'm glad we made some money on this box. So there you go. That's how that box did. If you have any more suggestions for any kind of things you want to see in these videos, let me know, because this series is going to evolve with you or through you or whatever. I don't know. It's not a Pokemon. Ugh. Thanks for taking the time to watch. I appreciate it. I have a lot to do this week. The collection videos this weekend. There's a box on Friday. So I've got my work cut out for me, and this isn't really work, so I can't really complain about that. I'm just really lazy and like to complain. So thanks for watching again. Have a good rest of your day. Take care of each other. Remember to keep sneakers fun because they're supposed to be fun. Bye! End video.